Hey everyone, Noe here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing basically a little walkthrough of the first era of my art that I've done. I do pen and ink abstracts if you're not familiar. There is a playlist that I have on my channel if you want to check out the other art. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. And we can find you where on YouTube?
Oh yeah, on YouTube I'm the gritty artist. I talk about my psoriasis and my art. Well, I haven't really talked too much about my art. I'm shy.
You'll get there. Well, your art's beautiful.
I aspire to your art.
Well, we'll take a look at some of my art today, and hope we'll take a look at your art soon too. I'd love to do a little walkthrough.
Oh, with my art? Yeah, I didn't think of that, but I would love it.
For a later video. Sounds like fun.
It sounds like a lot. First piece.
So I feel like most of my pieces are kind of like abstract movie posters, and I just really like how there's a lot of story elements present. Like this one in particular, this feels like an adventure. You have the two main characters up here, the orange and blue, and they're going on some kind of a strange...
These little guys.
Yeah, these little...
Oh, I got confused. Okay.
with the little floofies.
No, they're
like,
cute. Okay, there's a little
they're
story.
kind of more like living creatures, and like there's some kind of portal, and I think this guy is like behind all of it. He's like this looming...
The big bad?
Yeah, he looks like a super big bad.
Like the Lich?
Yeah, something really evil. So I gave him really defined eyes. I always like those eyes, very intense.
Oh wow, yeah, they are really intense.
And just his general aura, he's kind of like shrouded in some darkness back here.
And this
Which
piece, this right here made me want to do...
Oh, the lotus flower.
The way you did it, just like...
I love how it looks.
effortless you do some of this art is just mind-blowing to me.
It kind of looks like a lake, like all of these ripples coming out.
Oh, I never even thought
So
of it like that, but yeah.
Like a pond. And the...
Oh, it's like pond lava. It goes all the way from to down there.
And it seems like there's maybe some kind of an ecological message almost, where you have these smokestacks
Yeah.
that are casting off this like weird poisonous looking smoke.
And the weird poisonous.
Like there's like fumes coming out and they're all circling together.
Oh yeah, I totally see that.
So I made these pipes.
And he's the real evil who's causing it?
That's what it seems like. That's what it's being suggested.
It is like the Lich.
And then there's like, this feels like it's kind of implying some sort of chase is happening. There's like headlights or flashlights
I thought
maybe.
it was like, I got the impression of a lighthouse.
Oh, okay.
Like-
See? Interesting to hear.
I just, because your work often feels like otherworldly, then in my mind, I would just pictured like, a watchtower with two heads, you know, light searchlights
Yeah.
on like a weird alien planet right behind him. That's what I was thinking.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I always thought that. I never told you that, huh?
No, that's cool. You know, interpretations are all the fun of abstract work.
Yeah.
It's great
But I was just like, this is the searchlight to the better side of the world, the greener, less toxic, polluted island that is this place.
Yeah.
And I was just thought of them trying to get through him to get to the other side of the island.
Oh, I like that. Interesting interpretation.
I didn't know these were people. I thought this was the person
Oh.
going through like a tunnel to the outside, get past this like almost like a boss fight.
Yeah. Huh.
So like, oh, you're going into the pits of the boss fight, and the other side is a paradise.
Yeah, that's what they say.
But you can't believe all the stories, man. So that's what I thought.
so
Searchlight,
cool.
double searchlight on an alien planet that you're just trying to get to.
I like it. It's all up for interpretation, so like I like to hear what you have to say, what you think about it, what do you see.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
I love how you just love, what are these called?
cross hatching, I think.
Yeah, cross hatching.
I wanted to really give it a smoky vibe, so I put extra lines to give it more like it's got some shadow coming up from this area.
Okay.
And then, oh, here's another part. These two are forming a smoke cloud that's also a person. So there's like a
Oh yeah,
a
yeah, I see
chin,
the
a nose.
side profile of a face.
Yeah, side profile.
The big 80s hair.
She makes me think of Grandma Death from Donnie Darko. She had the huge hair.
Oh.
It kind of makes me think
Brenda's
of that.
hair.
This is some kind of an adventure. Maybe it's a rescue mission. Maybe it's just escape. You know, it's all up to interpretation, which is how I like it.
I like that. I never saw the face before. Now I can't unsee it.
And this is something that, as we go through, it's like we'll be able to really.
This is so like a movie poster from
That's how
little elements from
really how it
different stories.
feels.
That's how it is. Okay.
Feels like I'm making book covers or movie posters or something. Okay, so I used to do it where I do a tarot spread for each one, and would basically give me ideas towards what the picture was actually going to look like. So I might use the themes like design and structure for the Emperor, which is card number 4. It represents authority and presence, and the authority and presence are combined with wisdom. So I had different cards for each of these, which would essentially give me some kind of an element to work towards. Let's see. 6 of Rods, triumph after a struggle. So I thought like these heroes make it through the portal. They've managed to defeat the big bad somehow.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I got strength first. Let's see.
First.
It's a noble fight with the underdog through an open and generous heart. So these little characters are definitely more underdogs. Like they don't look that powerful, but somehow they're gonna pull off the win. And then the Hermit, peace and quiet will help your understanding. So I thought of like a quest, like a sort of a vision quest or something.
Okay.
And then the 7 of Rods, courage to believe in yourself, which
Gotta do this. This is so cool.
which
Inspire me so much.
glad I can. So this helps me create a framework, like what emotions am I trying to evoke with this picture, which the picture was actually completed, I guess it's better down here, July 15th, 2018. So this is one of my earliest pieces. So go to the next one. This one is pretty obvious what it is.
This is our beautiful Moxie box,
Queen-
the Queen Mox.
Queen Moxie.
I love how these look. The brown,
Yeah,
the
I
blue,
love the brown
green.
and the blue. It's got such high contrast.
I don't know how you do this kind of art, but
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know how I do some things. They just happen.
I think you just have such a wonderfully creative mind.
I love her face, looking all multicolored.
I
Such
want to do
attitude.
a cat one like this.
Oh, I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you do some kind of a cat painting or drawing.
Me too.
I mean, you already did one, so that was pretty good.
I just love the solid back, and then I love how you did little circles here
Mm-hmm.
to make the texture different.
Yeah, it feels different for each one.
Yeah, I love that. I love how it rips into the paper. It's just so
Yeah.
human.
Aggressive.
I like it. It's so not you. You're not aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you use
heavy-handed when it comes to art.
Mm-hmm.
Put a lot of love into the page.
I love how this is not solid black, but pen.
Yeah, it's got like waves coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a black sea.
You
And
can see a lot better now.
we can just add some of this in as like B-roll to just have voiceover. This one was completed July 21st, 2018. So also a pretty old piece, almost a couple years old now.
Really? I remember you drawing that.
To the next piece. Yeah. Alright, so this one's interesting. Let's take it out of the plastic. So this one's really interesting. It's There's a lot of
I love this one. I like this one.
there's a lot of stuff going on.
I just really like this part.
Mm-hmm.
This part. And all these parts.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just so much.
This one sort of has like an end of days feel.
Really? Okay.
Like even my signature was like a meteor, like flaming.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Signature is a little meteor that's coming to blow up this place. Aside from this super weapon that's like shooting super energy or something. Like
I just thought it was an alien planet or some kind of alien thing, and these are just aliens chilling.
oh, these are all different like schools.
Oh.
So they're like multi-layered buildings. Like this one has elements that don't even seem to belong to it, almost like they were imported in or stolen from somewhere else. There's like little sections that it's like, that wasn't really yours. You took that from someone. I'm sure they probably weren't happy about it, but you did it anyways. So that's Slytherin, obviously.
Ooh, mouthing off Slytherin.
This is Hufflepuff because it's the coolest.
Where's Ravenclaw?
Okay, you know what? This is Gryffindor, and this is going to be Ravenclaw because it's accumulated knowledge. If you think about it, they collect knowledge from all over. So this could totally be a Ravenclaw house. Gryffindor always gets the best stuff, so they get the House of Mustaches. Okay.
Those are mustaches?
They look like little mustaches.
I didn't think they looked like that.
That makes me think of
until you
Markiplier's
pointed-
mustache. His little pink mustache.
I don't remember.
I love this one though. This
I like that one a lot. I really like how these
I like
look.
the backgrounds of each of them. Like this looks protected by like this
Rune thing.
almost like a runed archway or something. It feels like it's protecting against these weird meteorites that look very dangerous.
Yeah, protecting them from totally.
It feels like it's a
Gotta
shield
protect the knowledge with
Yeah,
ancient
see-
magic.
because it's also got like runic symbols and stuff within here. They don't really stick out too much. You have to like look for them. But there's little symbols, little runes hidden in there.
I love all the symbols right here too.
This is a war. This is like the effects of war, of using devastating super weaponry. It just everything in its path is annihilated. All of that orange is just a dead zone.
This looks so cool. The background of that too.
I did blue and yellow stars.
I like how much you had yellow. blue
Yellow and
twist.
blue are so good together. Blue and orange are too. I like this section right here. Oh, and I love this weird microchip thing. It's kind of like feels like technology because this is a weapon of technology.
Okay.
So this is like
Super
a
weapon.
microchip basically.
Doomsday.
Essentially, yeah, it's kind of a doomsday machine, and it all comes from something as seemingly insignificant as a computer chip. It can
Trapper-
cause so much.
Trapper keeper. Trapper keeper.
Yes, Trapper Keeper. But yeah, that's basically the idea for this one. It's like, in wartime.
I felt like this was under the sea,
Yeah.
but I thought all of this was space, not really a planet. So like now I kind of see a planet, but like at first I thought it was just a section of space flying by, and these are like sea creatures, but they're alien space creatures, like right here.
Oh yeah. I love your interpretations. They're so different than mine.
It's just like
hear what you think.
I just think this looks like it's underwater, but it's like alien underwater, but it's in space. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's
I love this piece though.
I love the red outline. I thought this was an astronaut
Oh,
blasting through space.
Whoa, yeah, I never saw that before. Oh, I totally see it now.
Yeah, and then I thought this was just like a random like searchlight or something for a different ship.
It made me think of Illuminati with the single eye.
Oh, I didn't even think of that as an eye.
Yeah, it's like a little eye with a pyramid, or it's an eye as a pyramid head.
Oh shit, that is an eye. Whoa.
I put a lot of eyes and stuff into my pieces.
Okay. And the date?
You're looking at July 23rd, 2018. So these were all within just a few days of each other, like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, when you get a
basically.
spark of energy to create, you create.
Yeah, you got to get on it.
Yeah,
You can't
really
let
do.
that flame die,
Mm.
because then you're never going to do anything. So
Sometimes you just gotta force yourself too.
it's all about creating. Even if it sucks, you just got to get through it and do it.
Yeah. Practice, practice, practice.
Practice. Story.
I think she wants my attention.
That's so cute. Aww. I love that she is getting more close.